Aries, there is something here that has yet to be fulfilled for some of you. Of course, it's not going to be for everybody. Feel free to reverse this message if you need to. Whatever this is, until it actualizes, until you see whatever this is kind of play out before your eyes or come full circle, or maybe even become more clear to you, whatever this may be, you may find yourself at a point where you're like, there's only like so much I can do. There's only so much I can do for the time being. At this time, at this current time, you may even feel like not stuck, but like just kind of stifled in some way. But I feel like this energy is suggesting that somebody here take their time and really focus on what the person wants to do, whether this is you or another. I'm going to speak on, just so it's easier, that this is you. It's important that we take our time, not too long, but enough that it becomes more clear, like we're more certain on whatever this is, and let it kind of play out. I wouldn't focus so hard that it causes more stress and takes the excitement and passion out of it, but more so really marinate on what will be most fulfilling. And once you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, it is then time to formulate a plan and execute the objective, the goal, or this person. It's time for them. Like once they know, it's time for them to go ahead and make a plan and then see it through all the way. Whatever this is it dependable? Is it worth your time? Because we know time is valuable. We don't get a whole lot of time, and it's definitely something we can't get back. So, is this worth your time? Will it be exciting? Will it make you happy? Will it inspire you or help you grow? Is this something that's promising? Whatever the vision, the target, you will be deciding what is ultimately best and more conducive for you. You're wanting to be more certain before solidifying something. The good thing here is you seem to have many options or alternatives. Alternatives was the word standing out to me there, to choose from, and that may be exciting in and of itself, that you can pick from many things or several things at this point. See, I love that. I love that. So it takes a little bit, just a little, a little bit of the weight off or stress off, that it's not like you only have a few or it's like slim pickings. Whatever this is, you have several different things you can choose from here, and I'll get more into that in a minute. What are you deciding on? What are your options with? Well, some of you, it's people. Others of you, it's career paths. And for some of you, it's financial, etc. It could be anything really, but items, homes, plans, venues, school, names, investments, you name it. Really, this could be anything. But there's several different options. Like if you're choosing a baby's name, we have like a list of 10. If we're choosing a wedding venue, we have several different on our plan or something like that. We're choosing a wedding dress. I mean, I don't know why these are popping out to me. If we're choosing a partner, you could have several people. If you're choosing something legal, you could have several different attorneys or outlets to go through, I'll go with this one. Maybe you're choosing a school to attend, or literally like a certain career path. Maybe it's education, continuing your education. Which school do I want to go to, or what field of study do I want to enter in? If you're choosing a place to live, whether it's actually where you live, do I want to live in a home or a flat, a town home? Do I want to live in an RV for a while? I mean, I lived in one. I loved it, actually. Do I want this vehicle or these vehicles? You see what I'm saying? So you have several different options of whatever it is, several different alternatives. But ultimately, which one's going to make you happiest? Which one are you going to feel is the right fit, I say here, soon enough, you will have a clearer idea of what to do and what to choose. You'll at least have some more clarity on some of the choices or options or alternatives, to where you will be certain they're not right for you. kind of like weeding out the ones that don't fit. So whether or not you know exactly the one here in the near future, whatever it is, you'll definitely be more clear on what you don't want. Perhaps it's by doing more research. Perhaps it's by giving it a little more time. Things start to kind of reveal themselves as you go, and you'll be like, oh, that's definitely not for me, or nah, I think this is not really it, or they're not really it, or no, you see what I'm saying? So as we get through what we don't want, we figure out what we do want most, what most resonates with us. You know what it reminds me of? Well, I do this with a lot of things, actually, especially if I can hold them in my hands. But a lot of times if like my mom can't make a decision on something, or even my kids can't make a decision on something, and I even do this, I will give whatever items it is to one of my kids or my mom, and I'll be like, put it behind your back. Let's say I have an option of three things. And I'll say, put 2 in one hand and 1 in the other, put them behind your back, and I'll turn around. So there's no way of me peeking or anything, and I'll tell them to switch it up, right? So one hand's gonna ultimately end up with 2 items. If I end up choosing the hand that has the 2 items, we'll then just do it again. And then at the end of the day, when I pick the hand and it ends up being an item, just the one single item, if I'm disappointed when that item is chosen and I pick a hand and I look at it, whatever it is, I'm like, that's how I know. Like at first I was unsure about it. I liked them all for different reasons. But once I realized, oh, this is the one I got, now I kind of wish I got the other one. Maybe I wish I chose the left hand. I wish I chose the right hand. Some of you, it's a path. Some of you, it's a path. It could be left hand, right hand, or maybe it's not that, but it could be something, you know, whatever it is. By weeding out the ones that you know aren't for you, that aren't as exciting, right? Like when I choose from the hands, was I disappointed when I made that choice? Was I kind of like, was I not really excited or enthusiastic about it? Well, that's my answer. That told me I actually was a little bit more interested in the others, or the other. So soon enough, you guys are going to be doing that, where you're going to be deciding. It could have already been happening. You'll at least know some of the things you don't want. You'll be like, it'd be nice to have to not choose at all and just get them all, depending on what it is. You know, in some cases it's not feasible, but you know, in this situation, I would say it's got to be narrowed down to one, at least one at a time for some of you. So I think you guys are going to get more clarity by weeding out the things that you definitely don't want, or that are not the right fit for you. Whatever that is out of the list that I named. I don't know, I probably already said that again, but I feel like it's really important here. You will realize what is the right fit for you. Whatever or whoever it is you're choosing or deciding on. The right one will make your eyes light up. You know when people smile and you can tell when it's really a genuine smile, or when they're really moved by something? They smile with their eyes. You know? It's not just the mouth that smiles, it's like the little wrinkles come up behind the eyes and beside the eyes, and the little crow's feet. You know, emphasis on crows here, or even ravens. Crows, ravens. You know, when you really like something, even the pupils may swell. Or someone, when you really like someone, you smile from the inside out. So the right one will make your eyes light up. It may even make you cry. You know when people try on a dress and they just know when the dress is the right one, say yes to the dress. It's like we try on the dress and then we cry because we're like, oh, I feel so beautiful. And maybe the other ones that we tried on, they were beautiful. We felt really gorgeous in them. But there were some things, you know, that just weren't right. They just weren't, you can't help it, you know, when you know, and then you just try on that one and you can't wait to put it on again. You don't even want to take it off. You feel like you've never felt before. Now, none of you, the examples I'm giving, like none of you this has to resonate with. It's just examples coming to me. But some of you, it might be the actual thing. You could be picking out a dress. But you know what I'm talking about there. Or maybe you see people on TV who's done that. They cry. You know, their eyes light up. When you know type thing. So, yeah. It's almost like a calling, like a... Just feels right. I feel like this is when something just feels right. It's almost like whatever this is going to feel like it's made for you, created just for you, or you for it. Even if it's like a career path, guys, or a field of study, you may like a lot of different things or be interested in a lot of different avenues. But when it comes to the one that you're going to end up picking, choosing, doing, it's the one that's going to feel more like, yes. It may even answer a lot of questions that you had about yourself before, like perhaps even, what am I on my path? Or even we could throw the word purpose out. Is this my purpose? You'll know. You'll fit right in, and it will fit right in with you, or right on you, or something like that, right? Or a person even. I think that it's just extremely important here that we make doubly sure that whatever choice we make, we've slept on it and really given it some serious thought. Even when you do, you may still have a fear like, well, what if this and what if that? But that's to be expected. How many times have you made a decision about something and then you are kind of like, oh, I don't know, but that's part of the hero's journey, actually, guys. It's called the refusal of the call. It's if I've been talking about the hero's journey a lot. If you guys are not familiar with the hero's journey, you should definitely look into the hero's journey, read about it. I find it absolutely fascinating. I can't stop talking about it. But the part of the hero's journey where this will happen is, you'll receive the call to do something, whether it's choose a person or any of the things we named, right? And you'll know. But then even in making that choice, you'll have this refusal of it. Like there'll be this doubt, like, I don't know. Like talking yourself out of it, or letting other people talk you out of it, or something like that. But that actually is right on track. It's right on track. We could get into it, but I'll let you guys look it up if you're interested in it. If I go into that, I'll read the whole thing all over again, because I'm really fascinated by the hero's journey. Like, it's one of the newest things that I'm delving into, and quite honestly, I can't get enough of it. It fits. There you go. It just fits. It makes so much sense to me. It's answering a lot of questions. It makes me excited. It makes me feel passionate. It gives me some sort of direction. It feels right. Like it resonates with me, So that's really the message. That's the message here is when you get to a point where you are beyond a shadow of a doubt that something is what you want, someone is what you want, that's when you can take a breath and go for it. And yes, there will be things along the way, as with any decision we've ever made in our life, but at least this is something, I feel it's something exciting for you. I mean, even if it's a little, I don't know, for some of you it might be a little scarier. It might, because change can be uncomfortable. It can be a little uncomfortable and frustrating and stressful. It can be all the things, but at the same time be really exciting and inspire you. Might even be a little emotional. Might even go through a plethora of emotions. I just think that's part of it. Why do I smell paint? No. Something smells like acetone or nail polish remover. Are some of you painting your nails? I smell nail polish remover, or going to the nail salon, nail polish remover or acetone. Wow, that is some sort of strong chemicals. Maybe that's relevant here. Something to do with strong chemicals, or it's just going to be that strong where it's like your senses will be awakened. You'll just kind of know. Wow. It's like when you know that there's a skunk around. That's beyond a shadow of a doubt, because it's a very distinct smell. You can't be like, oh, what's that smell? It smells like carrots growing in a field somewhere in the far off distance. No, honey, that's a skunk. Whether the skunk's been ran over, or the skunk done sprayed somebody, or sprayed in the air because it got frightened or whatever, that's a skunk. Nobody ever confuses a skunk unless somebody's got some loud. Okay, then that's different. Sometimes you can mistake that for a skunk smell. But other than that here, somebody, when you smell a skunk, you smell a skunk, and it's a very distinct smell. It's like when you smell well, there's a dead body, you know? You know when it's a body and it's not an animal. You just know. If you're new here, don't ask me how I know. I'm not getting into that right now. It's too much. So yeah. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's what I'm going to title your message. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.